9.1.91 Sister Christine, Highview, Caversham, Reading, London, 26th April 96. Dear Christina, how are things going on with you? I'm all safe and sound here in England. Going to begin work from May 4th. How is Mrs. Funke? Give them all my love. Write me all about yourself and Mrs. Funke when you have time. Address me at 63 Street, George's Road, Southwest London. Where is Krip, Swami Kripananda? What is he doing now? Has he been able to get up any classes yet? Has his temper gone down? Give them all my love, and to Miss Hamilton, and to all my friends, and to the Rabbi, Grossman of Detroit. Yours ever with love and blessings, Vivekananda. 9.1.92 Mrs. Old Bull, 63 Street, George's Road, London, Southwest, May 8, 1896. Dear Mrs. Bull, your last letter to study at hand. They, I am sorry to say, leave us nowhere. I could not make anything out of them. What are we to do? Is the book going to be published or not? Professor William James's introduction is of no use in England. So why wait so long for that? And what use are those long explanations about him? Our hands are tied down. Why do you not write something plain and decisive? Life is short and time is flying. I am so sorry you are losing sight of that. Your letters are full of explanations and directions, but not one word about what is to be done. So much red tape about printing a little book. Empires are managed with less manipulation than that, I'm sure. So kindly write at your earliest something precise about the book and whether it is going to be printed or not. And pray make the writing a little legible. Poor Sturdy is out of his wits as to what to do. He has gone through the MSS long ago. Joking apart, I am very sorry you are not coming over this year. We are in Lady Isabel's house. Miss Henrietta Muller has taken some rooms in it too. Goodwin is here with us. We have not yet made any big stir here. The classes have begun. They are not yet what we expected. We have had only 2 yet. We will work on steadily the next 4 or 5 months. Sturdy is as patient and persevering and hopeful as ever. It is cool enough here yet to have a fire in the grate. Give my love to Mrs. Adams, Miss Thursby, and all other friends. My love to Mr. Fox and blessings. Yours with love and blessings, Vivekananda. 9.1.93 Mr. Francis Leggett, 63 St. George's Road, London, Southwest, 6th July 1896. To Francis Leggett, Esquire. Dear Sir, herewith I constitute you as my attorney and representative in regards to all publication, pamphlets, etc., written or dictated by me, their copyright, sale, etc. in the US of America. Yours affectionately, Vivekananda. 9.1.94 Mrs. Old Bull, 63 St. George's Road, London, Southwest, 6th July 1896. Dear Mrs. Bull, I have sent to Mr. Leggett by last mail the power of attorney, and as you desired, this is to notify you of the fact and absolve you from the responsibilities of the power of attorney which I gave you in America last year. Yours affectionately, Vivekananda. Saradananda and Goodwin have arrived, I'm sure, by this time. I have a nice letter from Dr. Jane, Dr. Louis G. Janes. I am going to Switzerland for a vacation in a few days. I mean to stay there a month or more. I will return to London in the next fall. I do not know when I go back to India. Things are growing nicely here. With love to all, yours affectionately, Vivekananda. 9.1.95 Mrs. G. W. Hale, July 7, 1896. Dear Mother, on the 18th of this month I start for Switzerland for a holiday. I will come back to London again to work in the autumn. The work in England bids fair to be much better and deeper than in the US. And here in London is the heart of India also. Where are you now? I am passing through Geneva on my way to the hills. I will be there a day or two. If you be somewhere near, I will make it a point to come to see you. Did you hear Annie Besant? How did you like her? What about your plans of going to India next winter? What about the innocents at home? I haven't had any news of them. My love to Father Pope, Mother Temple, and yourself. Kindly answer as I will be only a few days here. Ever yours with love and gratitude, Vivekananda. 9.1.96 Editor, Light. A letter to the editor which appeared in the July 11, 1896 issue of The Light. 63 St. George's Road, Southwest. Sir, allow me to put a few words in your estimable journal as comments on an article in your paper dated July 4th. I must thank you without reserve for the kind and friendly spirit manifested throughout the article towards me and the philosophy I preach. But as there is a fear of misconstruction in one part of it, especially by my spiritualistic friends, I want to clear my position. The truth of correspondence between the living and the dead is, I believe, in every religion, and nowhere more than in the Vedantic sects of India, where the fact of mutual help between the departed and the living has been made the basis of the law of inheritance. I would be very sorry if I be mistaken as antagonistic to any sect or form of religion, so far as they are sincere. Nor do I hold that any system can ever be judged by the frauds and failures that would naturally gather round every method under the present circumstances. But all the same, I cannot but believe that every thoughtful person would agree with me when I affirm that people should be warned of their dangers with love and sympathy. The lecture alluded to could but accidentally touch the subject of spiritualism, but I take this opportunity of conveying my deep admiration for the spiritualist community for the positive good they have done already and are doing still. 1. The preaching of a universal sympathy. 2. The still greater work of helping the human race out of doctrines which inculcate fear and not love. Ever ready to cooperate with and at the service of all who are striving to bring the light of the Spirit, I remain yours sincerely, Vivekananda. 9.1.97 Mrs. Old Bull, 63 St. George's Road, 18th July 96. Dear Mrs. Bull, I received your last note duly, and you already know my gratitude and love for you, and that I perfectly agree with most of your ideas and work. I did not understand, however, one point. You speak of Sturdy and myself being members. Members of what? I, as you well know, cannot become a member of any society. I am very glad to learn that you have been favorably impressed by Saradananda. There is one big mistake you are laboring under. What do you mean of my writing to my workers more confidentially and not to you? I seldom write to anyone. I have no time to write. I have no workers. Everyone is independent to work as one likes. I do not bother my head about these little things at all. I can give ideas, that is all. Let people work them out any way they like. And Godspeed to all. He who works unattached to persons and giving up the fruits of work is a genuine worker. Gita. Yours ever with love and gratitude, Vivekananda. 9.1.98 Sister Christine, postmarked SAAS Fee, Switzerland, 5th August 1896. Blessed and beloved, surrounded on all sides by eternal snow peaks, sitting on the grass in a beautiful wood, my thoughts go to those I love, so I write. I am in Switzerland, constantly on the move, getting a much-needed rest. It is a miniature Himalayas and has the same effect of raising the mind up to the self and driving away all earthly feelings and ties. I am intensely enjoying it. I feel so uplifted. I cannot write, but I wish you will have the same forever. When your feet do not want, as it were, to touch the material earth, when the soul finds itself floating, as it were, in an ocean of spirituality. Professor Max Muller has written in the 19th century an article on my master. Read it if you can, August number. I hope you are enjoying this beautiful summer and are perfectly rested after hard work. My love to all, blessings to all. Yours ever with love and blessings, Vivekananda. P.S. A few alpine flowers growing almost in the midst of eternal snow I send you, praying that you may attain spiritual hardihood amidst all snows and ice of this life. V. 9.1.99 Sister Christine, Airlie Lodge, Ridgeway Gardens, Wimbledon, England, October 6, 1896. Dear Christina, I am sure you got my letter from Switzerland. I am now in London, back after having travelled through Germany and Holland. How are things going with you? Had you a nice summer? How are you physically and spiritually? How is Mrs. Funke and all the other friends? Have you any news of baby? Where is Kripananda, and what is he doing now? I have another sannyasin over here with me now, who will work here whilst I am away to India, where I go this winter. I will write to you in extenso later. Tonight it is so late and I am so weary. With all love and blessings, yours, Vivekananda. 9.1.100 Sister Nivedita, 14 Grey Coat Gardens, Westminster, October 29, 1896. Dear Miss Margaret Noble, I will be at yours on Friday next at 4 p.m. I did not know of any arrangements made to meet anybody Friday last, hence my absence. Yours, Vivekananda. 9.1.101 Sister Nivedita, 14 Greycoat Gardens, Westminster, Southwest, 5th December 1896. Dear Miss Noble, many thanks for sending the kind present from Mr. Betty. I have written to him acknowledging his beautiful gift. As for you, my dear noble kind friend, I only would say this. We Indians lack in many things, but there is none on earth to beat us in gratefulness. I remain ever yours gratefully, Vivekananda. 9.1.102 Sister Christine, on board Prince Regent Luitpold, 3rd January 1897. Dear Christina, by 2 p.m. today I reach Port Said, Asia once more. I have not heard from you for long. Hope everything is going on well with you. How are Mrs. Funke, Mrs. Phelps, and all other friends? My love to all. Write when you feel like it. Vivekananda. 9.1.103 Madras Committee. After Swami Vivekananda arrived at Colombo on Friday, January 15, 1897, the Madras Committee, which was planning a reception for the Swami, sent the following message. Motherland rejoices to welcome you back. In reply, Swami Vivekananda sent a wire, postmarked January 15, 1897. My love and gratitude to my countrymen. 9.1.104 Hindu students of Trichinapalli. To the Hindu students of Trichinapalli, February 16, 1897. Gentlemen, I have received your address with great pleasure and sincerely thank you for the kind expressions contained therein. I much regret, however, that time effectually prevents my paying even a short visit to Trichinopoli at present. In the autumn, however, I propose making a lecture tour throughout India, and you may rely upon it that I shall then not fail to include Trichinopoli in the program. Again thanking you, and with my blessings to all, sincerely yours, Vivekananda. 9.1.105 Sister Christine, Darjeeling, return address Alam Bazar Mutt, Calcutta, 16th March 1897. Dear Christina, many thanks for the photograph and the poem. I never saw anything half as beautiful. The work I had to do to reach Calcutta from Ceylon was so immense that I could not earlier acknowledge your precious gift. The work has broken me down completely, and I have got diabetes, an incurable disease which must carry me off, at least in a few years. I am now writing to you from Darjeeling, the nearest hill station to Calcutta, with a climate as cool as London. It has revived me a bit. If I live, I will come to America next year or so. How are things going on with you all? How are Mrs. Funke and Mrs. Phelps? Are you laying by a few dollars whenever you can? That is very important. I am in a hurry for the mail. You will be glad to know that the Indian people have, as it were, risen in a mass to honor me. I am the idol of the day. Mr. Goodwin is going to publish in book form all the addresses given to me and the speeches in reply. The demonstrations all over have been simply unique. Yours with all love, Vivekananda. Dear Mrs. Bull, the demonstrations and national jubilations over me are over. At least Dear Mrs. Bull, the Dear Mrs. Bull, the demonstration Dear Mrs. Bull, the demonstrations and national jubilations over me are over. At least I had to cut them short, as my health broke completely down. The result of this steady work in the West and the tremendous work of a month in The result of this steady work in the West and the tremendous Dear Mrs. Bull, the demonstrations and national jubilations over me are over. At least I had to cut them short. The demonstrations and national jubilations over me are over. At least I had to cut them short. Dear Mrs. Bull, the demonstrations and national jubilations